Hi, this is Shama Curran with Thai Healing Massage Academy, and in this video I will walk you through the registration process of the form and I will show you how to use it. Right now we are on the home page of thaihealingmassage.com, which is Thai Healing Massage Academy's website. And now when you look at the actual website, by the time you watch this video it might look different because I keep changing and improving things. But you're looking for a forum tab and that will always be there. So click on forum. Now you're in the forum. On the left it says please consider registering guests. That means you haven't registered yet. Now you can read anything in the forum without registering, but if you want to post something you have to be a member, you have to register. So on the right you see two tabs, login and register. You want to click on register. Now you get to this page and the first thing that you're asked to fill in is your username. This is not what people see publicly. This is the username that you need to log in. So let me just use Shama123 to make it easy. That is the email where you will find the login information. Shama@shamacurran.com. First name Shama, last name Curran, and now display name publicly as. So that is the name that people will see when you post something in the forum. And this is important now. If your name is John Smith, don't use a display name like Yogi Bear 789, because especially if you're in the certification program, and if your display name is something totally different from your real name, it makes it really difficult to connect the two. So put your actual name in there, Shama Curran. Now you have to fill in this little math question. 1 + 4 is 5. Then it says registration confirmation will be emailed to you. It will be emailed to this address, shama@shamacurran.com, which you filled in a little earlier. Then you click on register. So now you end up at this screen here. So this is another important thing. Although this screen shows, we will not use this. So you can just get out of this screen. Don't use it later on to log in, and I will show you what you do instead. The first thing that we do is that we look for this email with our login information. Here is the email. Thai Healing Massage Academy, that's where it comes from. You click on there and now here it says the username, which is your login name. That's not what people see publicly. You need that to log in. So that's Shama123, and here your display name, that is what people see, Shama Curran. But what you want to do, you click on this link here and now you will automatically be assigned a new password. Now this is something impossibly difficult, and unless you have some software like LastPass that fills passwords in automatically, of course you'll never remember that, and you don't have to because you can change it to anything you like. So let's say if you use your name, which you shouldn't do, you should make it a little bit more difficult, it will say it's very weak. But if you add a bunch of stuff to it, let's say 1, 2, 3, well that's something too easy. Let's use 2, 4, 6. Now it's a medium strength password. So it should be at least medium strength. Nowadays with all the security issues, most software will expect you to fill in something a little bit more complicated. So at this point you have to write this down, because if you click away from this page then you have no way to remember what it is. So write down, in my case, Shama Curran 246. Or if you're on a Windows machine, you can highlight it and click Control-C. Then it will remember it. You can paste it. So the next thing is you click on Reset Password. Now you wait a little bit, and now it'll tell you the password has been reset. Now don't click on login. That'll bring you back to this login screen that I told you earlier you should just forget about. Instead, you want to go back to the forum page, the same page where we started the whole process. And this time you click on login. So the login name, which you also should have written down, by the way, was Shama123, and the password was, now I could just click Control V on a Windows machine and that'll automatically fill it in. If you didn't do that, then you would have to type, in my case it would have been ShamaKern246. So anyway, now this is your login screen and you click on Login. Now it doesn't say that you're supposed to register, it says logged in as Shama Kern. So now if you scroll down a little bit, you get to a page where you can fill in all your information. You go to Edit Profile and it says here, I wrote it in there, please go to the Edit Profile section and fill in some fields. I will show you. So you click on Edit Profile and your login name is automatically displayed. Your display name, your public name is also automatically there, as is your first and your last name. Now if you want, you can put your website in there if you have one, and you should write it like this, http:// in my case it would be thaihealingmassage.com. And also it's important that you put something in the biography field, because otherwise anyone who reads it, including myself, has no idea who you are, where you're from, if you're a yoga practitioner or a massage practitioner, if you live in Australia or United States, if you have any background in massage, or if you're a total newbie. So this is really important. Especially when I read your posts, I want to know, well, am I talking to an experienced practitioner or to someone who has no idea? That's important so that I can respond in a more meaningful way. So make sure to write a little something about you, who you are, where you're from, which country you live in, what your experience is with massage or yoga. And then you click on Update Profile once you're done with all that. So I'm going to do that now, and it says Profile Settings Updated. So now let's go back to the forum. In order to do that, you just click on Forum. If you scroll down, you will see that there are a number of forums. The first one, it says Forum Guidelines, and you should read that just that you know how this forum works. The second one is Introduction and Networking, and that's a place where you should go and introduce yourself. Well, let me show you how it works. You click on Introductions and Networking, and this is basically all people who just registered and they want to say hello. If you want to do that, you click on Add Topic. And then you give it a name. So you say, hello from Thailand in my case. And this here is the area where you post something. Hello all. Anyway, of course you want to write something more, but just as an example. Then you click on Submit Topic. And now this is saved. And let me go back to Introductions and Networking. Now I created a topic, Hello from Thailand. It was started by me, Shama Kern. So you can see if your display name would be YogiBear387, I would have no idea who you are. But if you use your actual name as your display name, it's very clear who posted this. So let me show you how you go from there. Let's go back. You click on Hello from Thailand. So let's say you want to make another post. So there are two buttons here, Add Topic and Add Reply. You never want to use Add Topic. You want to use Add Reply. Then you stay in the same thread. So you click on Add Reply and you say hello again. And you click on Submit Reply. So now you have your thread. It's the Hello from Thailand thread and two posts, one below the other. If you click on Add Topic, it won't go one below the other, but you start a whole new thread and it will look all messed up. So just only use Add Reply. Now if you want to get a message, a notification, if someone post something in there, let's say I respond to your post and you want to know that, just click on subscribe. And now it says the subscription added, and that will go to the email address that you filled in when you registered for the forum. All right, let's go back to all the forums here. So now you know how to post something, how to create a thread. The next thing is a general discussion forum for general topics, workshops, classes, and events. That's a forum if you want to advertise something that you do. It needs to be something connected to healing arts, massage, yoga, something like that, something holistic, and then you can go in there and you can advertise your services. There are guidelines for posting in there, so you really have to read them so that it's right what you're doing. You can advertise your services or workshops or products for free in this forum. The next forum is Share Your Massage Yoga Healing Experience. So if you have any interesting story that you would like to share or respond to some stories in there, you can do that in here. The main forum that you will be using is the Thai Massage video course forum. You can tell because at this time when I'm recording this, July of 2016, there's over 8,500 posts in there. This is where you will post if you want to get a certificate. And that's the only forum where you can post for your certification. Everyone who wants to get a certificate starts a thread here. So for example, here is Lisa Childs. When you fill out the certification registration form, you will get to another page, another video that shows you how exactly to do the forum posting for certification, but I'll just show it to you quickly here. When you click on Lisa Childs' topic, then you see her thread, and she's posting, I'm responding here, she's posting again, I'm responding. So that's how it's supposed to look like. Last forum is the Business of Massage forum. There are a few posts in there how to run a massage business. The main forum that you will probably be using is the Introductions and Networking, just to introduce yourself, and then the Thai Massage video course forum for your certification posts. Alright, so that should give you a pretty good idea how to register for the forum, how to use it, and if you ever have any questions, you can always contact me at charma@thaihealingmassage.com, or you can post questions in the forum. I hope this helped you a little bit. I will see you inside the forum.